Learn, thrive, inspire.
Now it is.
Hello, world.
I think we're live, yes. The
Yeah,
clocks are ticking, so that means yes, we are.
yeah. Our music
Didn't play.
did not play, but hello, everyone. Tonight is all about how to learn something new, thrive in a digital world, and ultimately inspire others by building something of your own. So, tonight's episode is
Who are
we're
you?
gonna talk about it in a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah, AI is replacing jobs. What does that mean for our future?
Yes, indeed. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike.
And I'm Emily. I'm originally from the Philippines. I'm a happy wife. I'm a proud mom of one, special ed teacher by profession.
And I'm originally from Manchester, England. We now both reside here in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. And we're traditional business owners, but extremely proud online business owners.
Yeah, so welcome everyone. If you're joining us live, let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to say hello. And if how do you call it? Um Good evening. So if you're good evening in your area, grab a glass of wine if you drink wine, or if it's morning on your side, then grab a cup of coffee or tea.
That's right. Yeah. Sit down and have a listen in, and hopefully we'll share something that may resonate with you, and or maybe you can relate to in some way, shape, or form. So, as Emily had mentioned, we're going to talk about AI and how it affects so many people's jobs today.
Yeah.
We're talking that's affecting almost everyone. AI is replacing jobs. You've probably seen in the headlines, people are excited and some are worried. Others are wondering, will my job still exist in a few years?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and one of the things that we believe in is that knowledge gives us choices. That's why our mission is simple: learn, thrive, and inspire.
Inspire you through our go live. I'm losing some words.
That's right. So tonight isn't about creating fear, it's about helping people prepare for the future.
So AI is already here. The interesting thing is AI isn't coming someday. It's already here. Think about it. When you call customer service, you often talk to AI first. When you search online, AI gives you answers. Businesses are using AI to write emails, create advertisements, answer customer questions, or even design graphics.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's taking jobs. Jobs are changing everywhere. I mean, even if you go to McDonald's or Wendy's, now there's no customer service person behind the counter wanting to take your order. You've got to go to the kiosk
Yes.
and plug in your order, and there's just people in the back making it. There's no communication no more. It's all out of the window. When you call up somewhere, you've got some robot saying, "Hey, I can answer your question. Just give me a few words," and then you're trying to get through to them, and they don't understand you or whatever it may be, and you can't get what you need.
And then you're gonna be yelling at the phone saying, "Customer service representative."
Yeah, that's right. How many times have you done that? Yeah.
I've done that.
Me too. Yeah. But it's frustrating. But the sad part is you just never know when you get the call saying, "Hey, guess what? I'm sorry, but your job's been eliminated," and that's not good.
Yeah, but does that mean that everyone will lose their job? Of course not. But many jobs are changing. History has shown us this before. When ATMs were introduced, bank tellers' jobs changed. When online shopping became popular, retail changed. When smartphones arrived, entire industries changed. So now AI is creating another major shift. And the question isn't will AI exist? The question is how will we adapt? You know, like a few years, maybe a couple months ago, I saw online, reading online that what's this airline that laid off a lot of employees. I forgot the
Oh,
airline had.
the yellow one.
Yeah, the yellow, the Sprint.
Spirit.
Yeah, or
Spirit.
Spirit. And then not too long ago, maybe 4 days ago, I also read that Microsoft just laid off 4,800 employees, their own employees, and that's 2% of their workforce. So
And,
yeah.
and so many days, so many times you keep hearing on the news that tech companies are laying off people. So it's not just in the tech, it's not just outside of the tech industry that people are losing their jobs, it's within it as well.
Mhm.
They're creating these things and then they're eliminating jobs. What did we see today? We saw.
What did we see?
We saw the Waymo, the cars with no drivers in them.
Oh yeah.
Who would have thought that 5 years ago? Who would have thought you'd see cars driving around on the streets in Atlanta, downtown Atlanta?
Yeah, we were
with
just
no drivers.
Yeah, we were just in downtown Atlanta a few minutes or maybe a couple of hours ago. We were there, and we saw so many. How do you call those cars? I don't.
Waymos, I think.
Yeah.
You call them. Yeah.
So we saw those cars with no drivers, and yeah, that's exactly what we said. Who would have thought that we would see nowadays a car without a driver? Hi, Nina from Greece.
Hi.
Thank you for watching.
So
Yes.
yeah, so there's so many things that you would never think of, whether it be as I say, driving a car, driving trucks, customer service. I'm just trying to think of other jobs that get, barista, making your cup of coffee. There's machines now that can do it. There's always something that you can that can replace you.
Yeah.
So Emily and I know what it's like when life changes. We've owned business. We've owned businesses. We still own businesses actually. Yeah. And we owned a coffee shop. And from outside, everything looked great. But behind the scenes, long hours, employee payroll, dealing with all this inventory, problems that never stopped. The business depended on us being there.
Yes.
Now, whether that could change with AI,
yeah,
maybe it could.
Well, some coffee shop actually. I remember when we were selling our other coffee shop. The very first coffee shop, and then there was a guy who came in and said that he's going to turn that coffee shop into 24-hour operation, and then he's gonna put like kiosks so that people will just order, and then they will do some kind of robot, something like that.
Yeah, a robot to make your cappuccino or your latte or whatever. But the whole point of a coffee shop for us was to have that interaction. We want to have that interaction with the regulars that come in.
Yeah.
But the way the world is going,
everything is AI.
Yeah.
So that's a wake-up call.
It
Me, I also work full-time as a special ed teacher. I love what I do, but we started asking ourselves, what if something changes? I just thought about when the pandemic came, and then we had to work at home. So we did not have to go to school in order to teach. And by doing that, instead of handling one classroom or one group of students, one teacher who is behind the screen can teach so many, if not hundreds. Maybe they can afford to teach to 1,000 students at the same time. You just never know, because of this AI. So of course, during that time, a lot of teachers and me too, we were talking about it. What if something changes
Mhm.
like that? What if our income, for example, depends on something we can't control? uh, whether it's AI, the economy, health, or retirement. Because during that time when the pandemic came, there's so many things that change. Really, we were talking about so many things. Not only losing job during that time, but also like the health, for example. You're not able to go to work for any reason. So during the time, I think it started that a lot more people realized that they wanted another option, not only having one source of income, because when that source of income is replaced overnight,
Mhm.
then imagine what would happen.
Yeah, and you really need to have a backup plan if you want a plan B.
Yes. So really, people need to create more choices for their future. So diversifying income.
Yeah, one lesson we've learned is never rely just on one source of income. You have to find that opportunity to build another.
Mm-hmm.
Many successful people don't just have one stream of income; they diversify, not because they're greedy, but because they understand that circumstances can change, and maybe this tap gets turned off, but you've still got three other taps that are
Mm-hmm.
flowing. Or maybe these two turn off, and then you've still got something coming in. If you're just relying on one tap and that gets turned off, you're done.
But also, and it's a very true that those people who are enjoying their life, those people who are well off, are actually not relying in just one source of income. They have so many sources of income, whether it's like one type of business. Let's say if in real estate, for example, they only not rely in just one home. After they buy one home, and then it starts giving them some income, then they start buying another one and another one and another one. So just for us, for example, we have a few businesses, because we're not really relying in on just one income. I know that I still have my full-time job. I have my, like, every end of the month I have my paycheck. However, the thought of losing that income, then what will happen after that, you know?
Yeah,
But
what
AI is not bad, it can be your partner.
it can. Yeah, it can definitely help.
Yes.
So here's something interesting. Instead of fearing, should we say, AI,
IA.
yeah, AI, we've learned to use it. We use AI to help brainstorm, create content, which saves time, of course, learn faster. Technology isn't always the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's the tool that helps us work smarter. And the people learn how to use new technology often have the advantage over those who just kind of brush it to one side and ignore it.
Yeah. So, for example, here in our online business, definitely we are using technology. Everything is um, we use a lot of technology in this online business. The media platform that we're using, the many apps that we are using, so that our life is easier in running the online business. The automation that I was just talking earlier to one of our leads, and actually she said, oh, I'm receiving a lot of emails from you. And I was like, yeah, it's actually from me, but it's not from me, because it's automated. Like that's the beauty of this online business. Because of its automation, 80% of the heavy lifting is done by automation. So all we need to do is devote that 20% uh, to do our part as human, because you don't want everything to be run by AI. So 20% and you can run this business.
Yeah, that's great. That, as I say, we're taking advantage of the AI, allowing it to do that for us.
Yeah.
But yes, there's still that human element.
Yeah.
That obviously we reach out once somebody reaches out to us, then we want to connect with them. We want to ask them questions, which AI can't. I guess it can ask questions, but there's nothing better than one-on-one and just hey, what is it you're looking for, and you build some kind of connection there. Maybe they've had an experience like us, they've owned businesses, maybe they're a teacher, so we can relate and we can connect that way, and they can maybe relate to what we've gone through and what we're doing, and hopefully find a path to the online business.
Yeah, and also like having that human connection is very important, because you know that we are not AI. We are not just hiding behind the screen, and we're not real people, because we are real people. In times of technology, people are still, I guess, the most important element of this online business. So here's a question for you, guys. If your industry changed dramatically over the next 5 years, or maybe overnight, would you be ready? Would you have options? Would you have another source of income? Would you have flexibility? So these aren't easy questions, but they are important ones. They are important to think about that, especially if you only rely in one stream of income. So those are the questions that maybe you should ask yourself.
Yeah, I know when I was in the corporate world and I'd worked for a company and I was an outside area sales rep and I covered like 5 states. But then obviously that's expensive for a company to have somebody like me on the road. They've got to pay for hotels, food, travel, a salary, and in order to keep me out on the road. So then they realize, oh, it's cheaper for us just to have 5 guys in an office and get on the phones. We don't have to pay for the hotel, travel, car, and all that stuff, for food and meals and all the rest of it. So guess what? You get laid off. And I've had them calls before. So I know how it is with AI. And that wasn't AI, but now who knows? It's been a few years since I've been involved in that, but who knows what's going on now.
So those questions that I mentioned earlier are one of the reasons, asking questions, the reasons we started building an online business, aside from my story and his story. Not because our life was terrible, because we are okay, where we can do whatever we want. We can go and eat whatever we want. However, the thought of the retirement, the thought of what if that job is gone overnight? What if I wanna quit my job? And what if I don't wanna work anymore? And what if I wanna retire early? So those are the things. And then when I thought about the retirement, because I'm so close to retirement, I'm not young anymore. And then when I look at my bank account and realize that maybe I'm not gonna be able to retire comfortably for 5 years or so, then that's when I told myself, oh my goodness, maybe I should look into another option wherein I don't have to tie myself in the building, just like a regular traditional job, traditional business, or traditional job. So we wanted more choices, definitely more choices, more freedom, more flexibility, more time together, and the ability to work from almost anywhere. Because this online business, as we always say, is something that you can carry wherever you are. Yesterday, we were by the lake and we were working there, and like thinking about it, we were like, oh my goodness, I wish we knew that there is online business like this a while ago before we even had our coffee shop. Life would be so much easier because we were in the situation wherein we wanted to go on a cruise, for example, but we cannot find people who can who would stay in or who would run the shop during that period of time. So we would end up not going, you know.
Yeah, and that's just it. You know, the great thing about this, no matter where you go, and I think I'd mentioned this the other day. This year we've been to England. Guess what? The business came with us. We were in the Philippines. Guess what? The business came with us. We were down in Florida. Guess what? Business came with us.
Yeah, and Punta Cana.
Punta Cana and Canada.
In Canada, yes.
So yeah, so wherever we go, as long as we have our cell phones with us and we have internet connection, we can do the business. We can plug in every day. We can see what we need to see. We don't have to be tied to one place. So I guess what we're saying here is, if you've got a job already, that's great. But maybe look at adding something to it, something that'll fit in with what you're currently doing. Don't quit your job and then do something else, but just look at something that will run alongside or work in what you're already doing that can fit around your schedule. You can do as much or as little with it as you want, but just get something building in the background. Just in case. You never know. I mean, and if you love your job, that's wonderful. That is excellent.
Yes.
Because we have people in our community that love the job and they're making a ridiculous amount of money online, but they're still doing the day job.
Yes.
Hey, that's great. If you love it, then that's fine. But at least you've got that backup plan where if one day they get called into the office and say, sorry to say your position's been eliminated, okay, no problem. Because they know they've got something that they've already built up and they've got that safety net.
Yeah.
They don't need a boss. So it's just well worth taking a look at, see if it would work for you, and ask questions.
Yes. So, friends out there who are listening and watching right now, if you ever wondered whether there are other ways to earn income online, you're welcome to explore what we're doing. No pressure, no obligation, just information. Because the best decision is always an informed decision.
Yes, that's what I say. Ask questions. So ask as many questions as you want. And we do kind of have a system, if you want to say, where the first part is just an overview of what the potential.
To register.
Yeah, register. You register, then you're going to get a video of like the potential of what people can make within this online business. Then the next step will be attend one of our Q&As. No pressure. It's just chatting with not just us, with other people in the community from all across the world.
Also be added to our a small online business community, so you can look around what people are doing, and like you said, how much we are making in that business community. So it's free to join in all those.
Yeah, and then the next step would be, if you're still interested in finding out more, be open-minded. Don't just ask two questions or three questions and think, oh no, that's not for me, I'm done. Just be open-minded. Take a look at it. At that point, there's a $149 fee.
US dollars.
US dollars. It is 100% refundable. So if within a 30-day period, so within 30 days, if you take a real deep dive into it then, and you think, no, this isn't for me, because with that 149, you're going to get there's going to be 6 or 7 videos. And it's about a 2 or 3 hour period to watch all these. So you can watch it at your own pace. You can watch it several times so you get a full good grasp of it. And if you feel, I think I could do something with this, then you'll be offered a strategy call within those 30 days. That's when you come down to the more personal stuff of how aggressive
you want to start your online business, and what level do you want to start your business, whether you start a little slow because you are kind of like testing the water, or you would be like, okay, I'm 100% like
Let's do
I
it.
wanna take a jet plane,
Yeah.
if you want to say.
But before that strategy call, within those 30 days, if you decide, no, this isn't for me, no problem. You get your $149 back. So basically, it's not cost you anything to look at it. But at least you've taken a look at it. And I know there's a lot of hype out there of all these other businesses, oh, do this and get rich on this, get rich on that. We're not saying this is a get rich quick scheme. It isn't by any means. You got to put, you got to put some work in it. It's your own business. If you don't do anything with your own business, then guess what? It ain't going to grow. That's a fact. No matter what it is you're doing. If we open a coffee shop and we don't open, guess what? We're not going to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to put some time into it. How much time it is entirely up to you, whether you want to do an hour a day or 5 hours a day. Obviously, the more time you put in, the quicker you're going to see results.
Yes. So we hope tonight encourage you to think about your future, not our future. We are already building our bright future.
Yes.
So it's your turn. It's your future. AI, remember, AI will continue to evolve. Technology will continue to change. The real question is, will we grow with it?
Yeah. So, or will you not grow with it, for that matter? So thanks so much for spending time with us today. It's conversation, this conversation's to give you something to think about. Let us know in the comments. And if you'd like to learn more about what we're doing and how we're creating more choices for our future through the online business, send us a message and we'll be happy to share our journey and answer any questions for you.
All right. So until tomorrow, please don't forget to pray, because prayers
move mountains.
Thanks, everyone, and God bless. This has been Emily.
And this was Mike. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.